Whew. Hey internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the Jongravesshow. I don't even know how our cross machine gun. This week's episode, I don't really know what to make of what happened. Excuse me, I don't really know what to make of that shit, because, excuse me again, but really thinking about it, it's like, okay, we do have our same premise and setup of, well, pretty much it's the whole thing of them going out and us getting our first taste of the survival games. And honestly, it's nothing like how it was when we were first presented with it, or at least they're not animating it in that type of way. It's more or less presented in a way of, like, from an outsider's perspective of dudes just running in and shooting people. And how this game is like one shot, one kill. So, and from what we realized from the Toy Gun members is that they're, or at least for the people they're going up against, they're good enough to just go 3-on-1 with no real problem. And that's sort of the thing, which that's not necessarily the major focus. The major focus of this is Hotaru pretty much meeting Yukimura and sort of learning his entire deal. And it feels like it's really early. Really thinking about it, looking at how, or at least, I just call her Tachibana, it's easier, but either way, she goes through this whole thing, and it's like, it's weird to see her interact with Masamune and Yukimura, because when you're really thinking about it, it's like, in one hand, Masamune is really, like, hands-on with people that he like, namely males, because I'm like, he's trying to undress the girl, like, in front of everybody, and I'm like, so he's supposed to, so if she was a guy, you man would have just unbuttoned her shirt, took off her pajamas, and tried to undress her, like, in front of, like, and like prying eyes of pretty much everybody, not like in a bathroom or anything, you know. And then going into Yukimura's thing, Yukimura's pretty well versed, which is so odd because it's like he's so cool with like her coming out of the bathroom, but then as soon as he finds out like that she's on his team, then that's when he changes up the story, because apparently you would think that it's just because he's bipolar, but no, it's just the fact of he has problems making trusting friends because he was bullied once in middle school by people who he thought were his friends, and then he overreacted and now he's bullying people. Like, it's so weird. It's like, it's to the point of, I needed some build up for this. It's like they just gave these reasons and then they just threw it out there without actually sort of without actually letting it grow and manifest in like a few episodes. I mean, if Yukimura was a dick to Tachibana for more than more than half of an episode, I would think that most of this man would have hit me a lot harder than what it did, unless it was meant to be played for laughs. But after them playing the one scene of him and like talking about him being a bully or him being bullied for more than like 3 times, then it's not taken as a joke. The shit's pretty much played as being serious, and that's not a bad thing. It really isn't. It's just the fact of, if you're gonna do it, I don't really know where they were going with it. But all in all, Toy Gun, everybody's getting along well. It's like they're like, well, it's pretty fucked up. However, it's really odd though. However, I just want to get to that point to where it's like, look, just tell them you're a fucking girl. Because at this point, or at least I don't really see any negative repercussions of telling them, aside from the fact of, now you obviously see girls in this playing, and if anything, it's not even like having a girl on the team is really being a bad thing, especially since, you know, you need a third person anyway to pretty much like play the games in which that you want to play. So it's more or less like, whether they know that she's a girl or not, the only other reason why I can see why that's there is because of slapstick, because, you know, because Masamune right there, man, it's like he keeps trying to undress her and get really close and get in the personal space. But all in all, that is, at least like that's the major reason why I can see why that's going. I'm about to stop rambling right now, but all in all, that is what I think about that. What do you think about this episode? To me, it really wasn't anything special, and it wasn't a really good follow-up for what the first episode was. But still, it's laying some groundwork, so I really do like it. So please tell me, what do you think about it down there in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next John Grave Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games, and if you like this video, hit that like button. I'm out.